it on my own, and I will let them know when the lights shine bright. Look pale as it goes.
Of the song. Yeah, now it's fine. Don't just tell me it's only 360p.
And I recall the past real vaguely. I remember everything they'd say. Maybe thought that I was crazy, thinking that one day they'd see my name. Love being a loner, always moving closer. Knew exactly what I wanted to have. Fear of growing older, chip all on my shoulder. Told myself I'm never looking back. And now I'm cold and dissonant. I'm losing my innocence, and you don't know my intent. And now you better back down, 'cause I'm coming for you. 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 I'm sick of feeling like I just keep chasing, but that'll never be that fast. Just leave me alone, I'll do it on my own, and I will let them know when the lights shine bright. Look pale as a ghost to all those opposed. I'm coming here to show how to live life right. And now I'm cold and distant.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Welcome to T3AR Cast, guys.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? D&D here. Welcome to a brand fucking fantastic T3AR Cast. Today we are joined by special guest mystixpanda to talk about cosplay, her life in general, and the wonderful world of gaming. As always, I am joined by my wonderful co-host,
Toasty, or T-Toasted.
And yeah, welcome to T3AR Cast. We want to give a quick thanks to our sponsors, Rogue Energy. Use code T3AR up for 10% off of your order, or go to galvanizedgrips.com and use code T3AR up for 10% off of grips, keyboards, pretty much anything gaming accessory related. And with that all being said, without further ado, let's hop right on into the video. Normally we do some introductory topics, but we have decided to leave those out so that we can fully focus on our wonderful guests. So let's hop right on into the questions. And we'll let her introduce herself.
Hi, I
You're lagging quite a bit.
Oh yeah, you're lagging horribly.
Panda?
yeah.
You're lagging very bad.
Yeah. You may
It's cutting like every word.
every second word, basically, yeah.
Toasty, put the stream on pause like we
Is
did
that
last
any
time
better?
until we...
Hold on, give me a second.
Alright.
Okay, I can't pause the stream, dude.
Stop it, then we'll restart it.
Nah, it's gonna be fine. Just having some technical issues, you know.
Technical difficulties. Last time it was with our dancing dinosaur.
Hey, at least it's not the dancing dinosaur again.
Yeah, the fucking Samsung Galaxy theme just plays.
Oh my god. Anyway, right now I'm getting the Rogue Energy logo. I'm gonna slap it on the screen.
Alrighty, perfect.
Of course, we gotta give our sponsors some love.
Yeah.
Even though the companies.
Yeah. Gotta give the big
Is that any
corporations
better?
our love.
Yeah,
Yes, that is so much better.
It's better? Okay.
Let me just
Alright.
turn you down a bit, but at least now you're not cutting out.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay. So, now you can introduce yourself.
Okay, so I am mystixpanda. I'm a cosplayer. Been cosplaying for about 15, 16 years. And I'm an avid gamer, so that's good. And I'm an artist, so yeah. That is me.
Alrighty, well, thank you for watching TierCast. We'll see. No, we're going to get into how you got into cosplay, everything like that, in just a few minutes. But first, I wanted to start off, since we are a gaming channel. What was the first game that got you into gaming?
Okay, so I'm old. I actually started out playing Atari with my grandmother. So the first game I ever played was Frogger. I don't know if anybody knows that. Like, not the PlayStation 1 Frogger, but the Atari Frogger. I actually started playing that. And then we moved to the Nintendo, of course. I'm not that old, but I'm 32, but then we started playing the Nintendo, so I started Mario. Mario was really, I have a giant tattoo of Mario on my arm, so that was really the big thing for me. And then, Legend of Zelda, of course, and then we moved to, I did the PlayStation, or not the PlayStation, Sega, and then Sonic was a big thing for me, which I love Sonic. And he's probably going to be my next tattoo, but yeah. I have Legend of Zelda and Mario currently because they were my favorite. And then I've played pretty much every single console there is, but currently my favorite thing right now is Borderlands 3. Which I didn't think I was going to like. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to like it, though.
Did you like the first two?
I loved every single one of them, but the only problem I had with this one is I was hearing that it wasn't, the 4-player local like it usually was. And I always played with, like, my entire, like, my gang. Like, I have me and my 3 other friends that have always played Borderlands together. So I was really upset when I heard it wasn't 4-player local. But, yeah, I got over that, and now it's been a lot better. And it's actually really fun, so I can't complain.
I bought it launch day. I had pre-ordered it. I agree, it's a very fun game. Do you play any games like Call of Duty or Fortnite or anything like that? Any of the big, super popular ones?
Yeah, I play Call of Duty.
Okay, I was very much hoping you weren't going to say, yeah, I'm on Fortnite every day. Just maxed out that Battle Pass gang.
I actually have never played Fortnite.
Just got this gold trooper skin, guys. Oh my god.
Well, do we have a collab? Do we have a collab idea?
For Call of Duty?
No.
Not?
Forcing Mystic Panda to play Fortnite at gunpoint.
Oh god.
With shade.
I can't. No.
Oh god. Anyway,
I refuse.
So
Well,
don't blame you. None of us want to play either.
Shade does.
Oh my god, Shade nerd necks at that game. Alright, so you're a cosplayer, so what was the first time that you started getting into cosplay, or what piqued your interest in it?
Let's see. I've always been in, like, theater and everything in school, and dressing up is kind of natural to me. Honestly, I think it might have been the Renaissance Fair, because I'd been going to it since I was 8. And I always dressed up for the Renaissance Fair, and then I met a friend who actually went to conventions and everything, and he told me, everybody dresses up there, and you can be anybody you want to be, and since I already watched anime, it worked out for me. Oh my god, my dog. My dog is, like, whimpering right now.
Yeah, we can hear him in the background. I was wondering what that was.
Would you stop it? It's because I have food out, and she's fat.
Just give us some pats.
I can relate to that. Food out, start the whimpering.
Yeah, I have, like, because I went and bought food. And she's sitting there just like, can you let me out, please? But no, because then she'll jump up here and eat my food, and that's very rude. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna shut her up. But I did start there. I started going to conventions with a friend, and it was actually quite fun. And I think my first cosplay actually was just a green nine-tailed fox. I don't know why I made it green, but yeah.
What's a nine-tailed fox?
Yeah, it was a nine-tailed fox. I just made 9 tails out of like, okay, there's fuzzy pillows. And I went and bought 9 fuzzy pillows. And I ripped them apart. And then I re-sewed them into tails. And, yeah. So I made a 9-tailed fox thing. Which actually looked more like a cat. Because my ears weren't long enough. But yeah. So I got called a Nico all day. When really I was a fox. And I was like, it's a fox! Really, it's a fox. But they didn't believe me. So I guess it was actually a cat. So we'll go with that.
Guys, I'm a fox, not a neko.
I kept trying to tell them that. They didn't believe me. They're like, but you got cat ears. Well, it's not my fault. I didn't make these ears.
It's not my fault
Okay.
Amazon was out of stock. Jeff Bezos,
I don't even know where I got
fix your
the ears.
shit.
Jeff Bezos, fix your shit. Get me them fox ears.
I think she
So-
quieted down now.
So you cosplay a lot of comic book characters and superheroes and things like that. Where was your interest built in on that? Where did you start to watch or read comics or watch the superhero movies?
Okay, so I was 5 when I started reading comics. I've always liked comics. And then eventually I started working at a comic book store. I worked there for 3 years. And I'd always kind of liked comics growing up, and I read them a lot. I watched all the like TV series, like the Spider-Man TV series and the X-Men TV series that were going on, and I loved those. Those were my favorites. And then I never really liked Superman, so that was never my thing. But I was always into Marvel. Marvel was a big thing for me. And then I just started digging Batman around 1990. I know I'm old. 1990. And then Harley Quinn was introduced into the series. And she piqued my interest probably the most out of that. So I actually started cosplaying her right about the time she came out. So she was actually my first comic book cosplay.
Really?
Yeah, she was. And I didn't think she was ever going to get this popular. So when she started getting popular because of the new, the Suicide Squad movie and everything, I was furious. I hated the way she looked in that. And I know everybody disagrees with me, but it's like that was never a thing. And I'm like a huge
me at
comic
3
book
a.m.
nerd.
with my laptop, love it, but yeah, we're really trying hard not to make this kids rated on YouTube.
No, I've said it to not be kids rated. You don't have to try. I know you're good at not making stuff kids rated.
Trust me, I am.
But she's like, I don't know. I didn't like the look, and her whole ass was exposed, so,
Oh,
I couldn't. I know. Well, I figured. Okay, so I'm bisexual. I love women, but my thing was I wanted to see her in that black and red classic suit when she was first introduced onto the screen. But
wasn't there supposed to be a scene?
There was supposed to be a scene. It's like a 5-second scene. Like it does happen in there, and there's like a 5-second scene.
No, there was like an extended cut of the movie that was released. I remember, and there was a ton more of the Joker and Harley.
See, I didn't watch any of the I watched Suicide Squad twice, and once in the theaters and once at home, and then I said, screw it, I can't do it anymore. Like there was so much wrong that I couldn't do it, and I'm trying to not do that to myself, but I can't help it.
After
But,
Batman
yeah.
versus Superman, I just gave up hope.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That was pretty bad.
Lex Luthor was more of the Joker, but
I
a
thought he was
little
more of the
smarter.
Riddler. I thought he was
I
more
thought
like
he
the
was more the
Riddler. Like
Joker because he was so sadistic.
he was, but he was also like, if you notice, he actually does riddles. And I'm like, you're Lex Luthor. You're not supposed to be riddling right now. Like, I don't understand what's going on. And
You're
you're
also
not big
supposed to
enough.
be
Like,
fucking bald.
yeah, you're supposed to be bald and huge. Like, Lex was a pretty tall dude, and he was kind of buff. Not too buff, but like he was kind of buff, and you know,
He was like
Jesse
Jason
Eisenberg's.
Momoa dad bod.
Yes, and like Jesse Eisenberg, even though I love him so much, I really do. He just, I don't know, it just didn't work for me. I was not okay with that. It was not okay. Although I have not seen Wonder Woman yet. I know everybody's like, why haven't you watched that? I'm just scared to watch it.
It was
because
good.
I really love
It's
Wonder
a good
Woman.
movie. It's
But
a good
everybody
movie.
said
It's
they
pretty
did it
faithful
justice.
to the comic. It's pretty
Is it?
faithful
Okay.
to comics.
See, I was scared to watch it, but I watched Aquaman, and I'm not even like I'm not the biggest fan of Aquaman.
Good
and
movie,
I was pretty
Aquaman.
mad. I was pretty mad about the way he looks and the fact that he was drinking, but at the same time, I was like, it's actually a pretty good movie, so like I can't be too mad. And the graphics were amazing.
It was very beautiful to look at.
It was.
So I guess let's fuse comic books and gaming. Has there ever been like a comic book game that you've played, or you play games based on comics or superheroes, things like that?
Well, like Injustice.
Injustice, or like even like I guess the Marvel versus Capcom series, things like that.
Yeah, no, I played Injustice for a while. I have actually played Marvel versus Capcom, or was it DC? I think DC versus
Mortal Kombat and
Yeah.
I played that so much at my friend's house.
Yeah, it was so good. And let's see, I played a few on my phone, but I can't remember what it's called. Oh, dude, what is it called? It's a Marvel game, and I can't for the life of me.
Future Fight.
Yes, thank you. I played that.
It's
That was
either
actually pretty
Future
fun.
Fight or Contest of Champions.
No, it was definitely Future Fight. That was actually really fun, but I got addicted to it for a while, so I had to delete it. I was like,
get
yeah,
addicted
maybe I
to
should.
games too easy.
I do too, and I'm like, I need help. Someone just take it away from me for a while. But don't even get me started on The Sims. Oh my god, I'll play for hours. I'm lame.
So is The Sims a game that you got addicted to pretty easy, or what was the first game that like drew your attention and you could like play it nonstop?
Fortnite.
Oh god. No, actually the funniest thing is probably
Don't say Fortnite.
probably Bioshock.
Bioshock's good.
Yes. The first time I ever played Bioshock, I don't know, it drew me in and I fell in love like instantly. I don't know, it's the aesthetic of everything was just amazing. And I don't know, the music fit perfectly and it's like the perfect era of time. Like it's back in that like 30s, 40s era, like that the sound and everything, 20s, 30s, 40s, somewhere around there. And the Masquerade Ball, all the mutants, I don't know, it was just really cool. It was really cool.
Mass Effect.
And then finally like Delta was really awesome.
Which is your favorite Bioshock?
Oh shoot. Oh god. Okay. So I would the second one. Bioshock 2 was probably my favorite. Yeah. Yes, I know, but yes.
It's
this
always
is the reason why.
it's always one or three people choose. No one ever chooses two.
That's
Really?
yeah, because like one had the best story and stuff. It had
It did.
Yeah, and two like
Three was the best gameplay wise.
No, actually no.
Like gameplay wise, three couldn't be
three
beat.
had I think the best. Like it had a pretty nice ending and everything. The whole story was pretty good. The gameplay wasn't.
Oh, I
like,
love the
same.
ending.
Yeah, I loved the ending too. That wasn't it was a pretty good ending.
3 had an amazing ending. I think for me, when it came to Bioshock 2, I think the reason why I like that one so much is I don't know, I liked saving the little sisters. I liked the whole story, and I liked the battles in 2 a lot. However, I will say this, in 3, I loved like the airship battles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Those were really fun. And I liked battling, what's his name? The big guy. Do you remember his name? Like, he's like giant. He has hooks for hands, and you fought him on the airship.
I was like 8 when I played it, so no.
Oh, okay. Well, you know.
You don't mean a bird,
I see. I play it like literally. I'll play it probably 3 or 4 times a year, like all of them. So because it really is like my favorite.
On PS.
I have all 3 on Steam. I have the first 2 remastered.
Really?
Yeah.
I have the collector's edition for PS4, like all of them.
Yeah, that's the bundle
and I also had
got.
Yeah. I also had them for the PS2. Was it PS2? Yeah, it was PS2, I think.
No,
it was Xbox. Sorry,
360.
I had it 360. Yeah, I had it on my 360.
I like in Bioshock 2 how they changed up like where you're one of the big daddies. That was kind of cool, but still the story was a little lacking in some areas. But otherwise, it was still pretty cool. Like then changing it up to you being one of the big daddies.
Yeah, that's. I think I enjoyed that a lot. Oh, would you stop licking the cage? She's like, "You're so cruel. I want your French fries, but I don't eat fries, so I guess you can have them."
Okay.
Oh, she got really happy.
Here's our next question. So I decided to do a little bit of research, so I looked and stalked you on every social media you had. Not to be creepy. I just had to find out stuff for the podcast.
Yeah, so you doing it off business hours?
Yeah, it was off tier Legion business hours, 3 a.m. alone with
3 a.m. with your pants
down.
Oh,
so you see my Patreon.
Oh no, I don't have enough money for Patreon. I still need to fix my controller that I threw while playing Modern Warfare, so...
Oh yeah, I can see why you would do that.
Yeah, we like to call... The game's pretty... it can get you pretty annoying, that's why we call it Modern Warfare.
Oh, okay.
Because it's fucking campers and stuff.
Yeah, that's a problem.
It's getting actually worse by the fucking day, and it's so annoying.
Yeah, just love being in the Discord call and hearing him scream, "You don't get out the fucking corner!" So, I guess let's talk about Call of Duty for a little bit. What Call of Duty games have you played, and if you've played a decent amount, which one's your favorite overall? And what mode do you play the most?
Okay, so I did not start playing Call of Duty until Call of Duty 3. And I didn't really play. I never really played online. I always played zombies. And really, I just started playing that because of my brother. He's been playing Call of Duty since the very first one ever came out. So he's been trying to get me into it.
Do you mean you started playing in the World War II Call of Duty 3, or do you mean Black Ops 3?
Black Ops 3.
Okay.
Yeah, Black Ops 3.
Okay. So you started playing around like 2015. Yeah,
I started playing around that time, and he got me into zombies, which, oh my god. I'm not going to say changed my life, but it kind of did, because I love that storyline, and I actually cried at this last one because of what happened, but yeah. So I got heavy into playing playing zombies and everything, and then I went back and played zombies on the other ones.
Can you calm your dog down? She's just getting louder.
Your talk is getting so loud.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, would you stop?
Like,
Okay, hold on.
Oh shoot, she's going for the silencer. You're right, Toasty.
Psh, be quiet. Don't say anything.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't hear gunshot, so she must have used a silencer.
Yep.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah.
Yes, that is a lot better. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, she's kind of a ham. If she doesn't get my food, she gets very upset, which we're trying to not let her eat human food anymore.
Is she too fit?
Since she's no, she starts getting aggressive now when she gets around human food. So we're like, no more of that.
Okay,
But I let her out, and she's staring at my food. So
Sees a
We'll see how
French
this
fry,
goes.
begins to attack.
it's true. Like if you go near
Me
your
in
food
line
and
at
she sees it,
McDonald's.
she's like, "I will bite you." But she doesn't. She hasn't bitten anybody yet. But she looks like she snaps. She snaps.
I
like
could
she's
just
going
imagine
to.
pulling an AK out.
And she's a little tiny chihuahua, like for real.
Oh,
She's
an
a
ankle
like half.
biter too.
Yes, she's half chihuahua and half like
Ankle
I don't know, freaking. I don't know what she's mixed with, but she's got the longest legs I've ever seen. And she's one of the sweetest dogs. She's not one
Now
food's
I'm
around.
imagining like a Labrador's legs on Chihuahua.
It's basically that, and I'm not even joking. Everybody says she's mixed with like gazelle because she's so freaking like her legs are so freaking long.
Gazelle.
She knows
dog.
I'm
Gazelle
talking about
dog
her.
hybrid.
It is. I'm serious. If you've ever seen pictures of her, which I post a lot of them on my stories mostly, but yeah, she's kind of a weird looking dog, but she's cute. I love her.
All right,
She's
so
a
you
rescue.
mentioned Patreon earlier
Like
too.
who,
Yes.
though?
I guess let's. I was saving this for later, but alrighty. So a lot of cosplayers and people in that field uploading content to the internet use Patreon. What do you use Patreon for? How do you fund your cosplays? Things like that.
Okay, so Patreon, what I use Patreon for is definitely to fund my cosplays and stuff. But the bad thing about Patreon is people join and then people drop out, then people join and people drop out. So it's not something that I can really count on most of the time. But on my Patreon, like I have the different tiers and everything, and I have like a $1, $6, $20, and a $50 tier. And basically my $50 tier, you get quite a bit. Like you can play on your PlayStation with me, which I do every once in a while. You get like a guaranteed couple times a month to play with me online. Then you get like a signed print. You get the exclusive Patreon lewds, which I don't do nudes, but I do lewds, which I don't post on my Instagram. Like you won't see the pictures that are on my Patreon. You won't see them on my Instagram, unless it's like the regular photo shoots. And that's like the $50 tier, which you get all that, and then you get like personalized fan signs, and then you get like live chats with me and all that kind of stuff. And
All right, well, Toasty, get working on your lewds. We're opening a Patreon.
Yup. Grabbing my
Toasty,
But,
we need
PS4
some
now.
lewds.
but and then you get like behind the scenes footage. You get like my work in progress, and I also help people out on like building cosplays and stuff like that. So you get a lot of perks, which I think I do quite a bit for the $50 tier and everything. And the other tiers, I do the right amount for the price, honestly. But it's just to fund my cosplay and keep me going because cosplay is extremely, extremely expensive. As much as people don't think it is, it actually is.
I wanted to get into it once, and then I decided to look how much it would be to fucking build a Kirito cosplay. And at that point, I about got the chair and rope combo. Because
But
I'm
see,
like, this is like
I
800
built one.
bucks.
Yeah, I built a Kirito cosplay actually.
Really? How much did it
Yeah, I have it.
cost?
Okay, so it wasn't that expensive considering like I kind of pieced it together most of the time. Like I am probably the thrift queen. I can piece anything together from a thrift store and it comes out like amazingly. Well, amazingly meaning as amazing as I can get it for being thrift clothes, but yeah, that's a theory. Like if it looks good from 5 feet away, you're good. Don't worry about it. As long as no one gets up close and sees all the detailing that is falling apart, you're good. But I do I take my cosplaying seriously. It probably costed me about $100 to build that. It gets expensive though. Like the stuff that I do that's very detailed, like my Borderlands stuff that I do. My gauge costed me probably, oh man, $200 to $300 just in like fabrics and like foam. So that was pretty expensive. Maya was a little cheaper to do, but I'm also a perfectionist. So if I do something, it has to be done to a T. So mine gets really expensive.
Alrighty, so here's my follow-up question involving Borderlands. I saw this on your Instagram story, and I was kind of triggered because I wanted to ask it during the podcast. But how many hours does it take worth of makeup to get Borderlands cosplays done?
Oh, man. Okay, so I guess it depends on which one you're doing. Jack, probably 2 hours. About that. Anywhere from like 1.5 to 2 hours for Jack's makeup because he has to have a face on his face. You know, like it has to look like a mask on top of your face. And then you have all the cell shading on the arms and the cell shading on the face, the cell shading everywhere that's exposed. So 1.5 to 2 hours for Jack. For my gauge, it's actually pretty easy. She has minimal cell shading and then some highlighting and everything here and there. So it was probably about 30 minutes for gauge. Maya, since I have the siren tattoos and I do it all by hand, I don't print them out or anything. I draw them all by hand. That one took me probably about 2 hours to do. Like the face only took me about 30 minutes, but the rest of it took me about an hour to an hour and a half each time I did it. And mind you, it's Texas, so it's 100-degree weather when I was wearing that. So I also had to seal it pretty good with a lot of different things so that it wouldn't melt off of me.
It's okay. I live in Florida. I understand heat.
Oh God, yeah. I've been to Florida. I actually went there for a convention. So.
Oh, what convention?
And I'm about to go to Florida in December, actually.
Oh,
is there a convention you're going to then?
I went
looks like
to.
I am flying you out from Germany, Toasty.
Fuck yeah.
I actually went there for Tampa Bay Megacon.
Oh, I was actually last year?
Yes.
Fuck, I might have seen you. I actually went to.
Okay, wait. Did you see Cecil Grimes cosplay the Walking Dead thing?
I don't know what I saw. I was dazed the entire time because I'm like, I can't believe I got to go. I was just stunned that I was able to go.
I was working with Cecil that day. So I was at his booth like all day. I was right in front all day. But I wasn't in cosplay, so I actually just got to be regular me, which was pretty fun, but not as fun. Honestly, I like being in costume because if I'm not in costume, I'm kind of shy. Like I'm that awkward girl.
So do you feel like the cosplays allow you to sort of be free?
Yes, definitely. I really do. It was a way for me to break out back in the day when I was like 15. I finally was able to kind of not be so shy and withdrawn and everything when I got into cosplay. Like every time I went into theater and stuff, that, you know, I'd break out of my shell. But other than that, I was just kind of kept to myself. I had a group of friends, and that was really all I'd talk to. And then I'd get quiet even with them. So, you know, but then as the years went by and I did cosplay more and more, I've gotten more outgoing. And then I started guesting guesting conventions, which was really fun too. So that's kind of brought me out of my shell too. I mean, I am that weird, awkward nerd that you see in the back. And like every time someone says something to me, I give the weird, awkward responses. I have no idea what to say most of the time. So I'm just like, okay. I'm like, it's nice to see you. I have terrible memory, so most of the time I don't know people's names, and that's very awkward too. So I'm like, I love you.
Yo, what's up, homie?
Yeah, it's like, hey, you? How you doing? But yeah, that was a way to get me out of my shell. So it's been kind of a blessing, honestly.
So is cosplay sort of like a form of escapism or something for you to like break out of that shell or to like sort of break the mold from being shy or awkward?
Yes. And you know what? I've noticed it's really done that for me, but I've noticed it's done it for a lot of other people that I have met, actually. Most of my friends have come from cosplaying. Through the years, like they too were very awkward and shy, but then we met, you know, cosplay, and we've just been friends ever since. I'm a very welcoming person. I'm just not that good at like going up to people and talking to them. Like if you come and talk to me, I may give you awkward responses, but I will respond. But it's hard for me to go up to people and talk to them. So in cosplay, when I get in cosplay, it gets a little bit easier. And I've noticed a lot of other people are the same way. And I've actually talked to quite a few people about it, and they were like, "Yeah, I'm pretty awkward and all that." But when I get in cosplay, I'm more outgoing because I don't feel like, I don't know, like you're in this emotional bubble or anything. You feel like you're kind of open and free, and you're this character, so you can act more like this character. So if this character is like, I don't know, outgoing or bubbly or whatever, it's easier for you to do that. And so it's easier for you to talk to other people, which has been a big deal for me. And I get into character. When I'm in character, I like when I get that suit on, I'm in character. And I guess that comes from being in theater for so long, but I do like to act like that character. It helps me come out more.
Okay, well, let's hope you don't do any Venom cosplay soon, because we do not need to see cannibalism.
Well, yeah, you know. You never know.
Never know. Next convention center. Breaking news. mystixpanda, the cosplayer who went as Venom, has just ate 12 people's faces.
And she has no regrets.
No regrets. I'll do it again, I swear.
Why do I want something like that to just happen at a convention? That way I can just be like
like a cannibal running around eating people's faces. And he's just like getting detained, and he's like, I'll fucking do it again. I swear. The judge gives him like 10 years, and they're like, whew, only 10 years of not eating faces? I'll fucking do it again.
Right? Oh, jeez.
So,
oh, jeez.
We're trying very hard not to get that kid rating.
No, dude, I've turned that off. I told you.
No, Toasty, you know YouTube will go through your video and review it after. That's the problem now, because YouTube...
So, what's the plan? We're gonna say the N-word?
No! Neither of us are black, and Mystic Panda's whiter than both of us.
Oh, man, I'm like clear.
No, I'm clear.
I never see sun.
I'm Crystal Pepsi.
You're Crystal? Oh, man. Oh, man. I love Crystal Pepsi.
Never tasted it.
What the hell is Crystal Pepsi?
Oh.
What?
So it's like crystal meth.
It's Pepsi. That's like, it looks like
Clear.
water.
It's just clear Pepsi.
And for some reason, when it's clear, it makes it taste better. I don't know.
Didn't people say
It's
like,
all
it
in the
tastes like
mind.
shit?
I like it.
I mean, I heard people say it tastes like shit.
But how can it taste like shit? It just tastes like Pepsi. But it tastes a little better. I don't know. The clearness makes it taste good.
The clearness makes it taste good. Clip that,
Yes.
everyone. That's going to be the highlight.
The clearness makes it taste good.
Fuck's sake, D&D.
You're welcome.
Alrighty,
The clearness, that's what it is.
So I guess we get this to a much less extent, and ours is just more so people criticizing our players, but there's a lot of people on the internet that like to be toxic or just be creepy overall. Do you have to deal with much of that either online or in cosplays, like at conventions or things?
Yeah, actually, so I used to do Twitch. I switched from Twitch to YouTube. And of course I've been cosplaying. But yeah, I've had to deal with a lot of toxic people. It's been mostly cosplaying. Because people in the community, like, there's a lot of great people in the community, but then there's, always those bad seeds out there, and there's always going to be bad seeds out there. But I've had more pervs than I've had, like, mean people. But I feel like if you have someone talking crap to you or talking shit about you or whatever, I feel like you've made it. Like, if they care enough to talk crap about you, you've kind of made it.
All right, Toasty, we're bigger than FaZe. Come on, boy.
Like, for real, I'm serious. Like, if they say like, oh, I don't care about this person, whatever. Well, you care about him enough to be talking about him right now. So obviously,
not always the case, but yeah, it can be true.
But yeah, you deal with a lot of stuff, especially when you're I don't know, like, about the male side of cosplay or anything, because obviously I'm female.
Maybe
but
I just get called gay a lot. I don't know.
That's probably true.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, but with females, it's mostly like, hey, hey, can you take your shirt off? Hey, you might as well just remove that string or whatever, and let me see it. Let me see it all. And I'm like, well, first of all,
I'm
actually doing like, yeah. Hey, you want to see something a little bit more? You go give me money for it. Like, support me.
Go
okay?
to her Patreon, Thirsty Gamer Boys.
But the thing about my Patreon is I'm not nude there either. So, like, you're never gonna see me nude. It's just not gonna happen.
2 days later, Mystic Panda's nudes leaked.
Oh crap. But I mean,
wait, hold up.
Okay, so I'm not exactly like 100% honest about that, because on my $50 tier, I've had a nip slip or two. But that's what you get with my $50 tier. So, but yeah,
Toast
I'm okay
like
with this.
Considering spending $50.
I mean, I have 200. 50 could just go missing.
I'm just saying. But yeah, the toxic people are pretty bad. But the only way I deal with it is I completely, like, I have this thing where I have to make you feel complete like shit by outsmarting you or outwitting you and making you feel dumb. So if you're going to say something bad to me, just know that you're going to feel like an idiot afterwards, because I'm going to make sure you know how stupid you sound when you talk.
That's basically me
I'm
all the
serious.
time, so it doesn't
I'm
matter.
like, I'm kind of, I mean, I'm not a bitch, but I'm not a bitch. Like, if you piss me off, you disrespect me or anybody that I care about or I love, that's when the bitch comes out. Otherwise,
I'm
I'm like,
shit from anyone.
Exactly. Otherwise, I'm like, kind of cuddly. Like, I'm that like, everybody goes to me like, hey, mom, can you help me? Yeah, I guess
Wait,
so.
everybody?
So I'm like the mom. Yes, it's true. It's like, I'm like the mom. And I love everyone. It's weird. Everyone's like, how are you so nice? Well, I don't know.
Damn, a
You
lot of
haven't
people have a mom
disrespected me.
fetish.
Well, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how many people have said,
I really
have you ever
wouldn't
considered
be.
being a little?
No, I haven't considered.
God.
It's true. Like,
no.
it's
Toasty,
happened.
remember our Ninja Girl OWO account? Bro,
Dude,
we
what?
got that one guy. So Toasty and I made an account. All right, this is going to go into a story. So Toasty and I made an account to deal with a pedophile that had been harassing some people.
Yeah.
And we
Ooh.
pretended to be this 14-year-old girl. Literally, one of the first DMs from some random person was something, it said something along the lines of, like, be my little ooh-woo or something.
Yeah.
And then we had some Indian dude trying to get us to marry him.
Oh my God, that happens to me 24/7. I'm not joking. It happens to me 24/7. Like, and I don't like want to talk crap or anything, but it's true. It's always like
I put up
some
the
Indian
DMs.
dudes,
I put up DMs.
and they're always like, yeah, you want to have sex? You want to marry me? Hey babe, hey baby, you love me, or and I'm like, I don't
Literally
know
what
you.
this guy
Like,
did.
Okay, but look, I have the DMs. He's like, I'm like, so what's up? Just for dating? Yes. What about dating? Nothing. No, tell me. Woo. I'm Mohammed from Algeria. I'm Amanda from the US.
This guy looks like 30 in his profile picture too, and our account was supposed to be like 14.
He said
I
he was
can't
lying.
imagine how bad it gets for you.
oh man.
I remember once I made a Discord account pretending to be a girl just because I wanted to fuck around because I was bored. I literally, the first DM I got was just some naked, fat, white guy with his dick out.
Yeah, that happens. It happens. Mostly
Just
on my
like-
Facebook, but it happens.
Oh my gosh. I love Facebook so much.
Oh man,
Have such
Facebook
an
is bad.
appreciation.
Facebook is bad. I don't even get on my messages on Facebook anymore because every time I do, it's random naked, and it's not always dick pics. It's sometimes I see the other end.
What?
Yeah, it's
Asshole
weird. I don't.
photos.
Yeah, this like thank you for sending me your brown eye. I don't really care about it, but thank you.
That's
But, like,
exactly what I needed.
It happens like all the time. And there's some people that are really respectable, and they'll message me and be like, would you like to go on a date with me? In which I'm very flattered, and I'm very honored that someone would think that I'm special enough to, for them to want to, date me and stuff like that. Which and if they're respectable and, I reply back because I'm not looking or whatever, and I reply back, and then they're respectable about it, then I appreciate that. That's, I get that. That doesn't bother me, but the ones that bother me are like, oh, come on, baby, don't you want to, sit on this or whatever? And I'm like, don't you want to go fuck off or,
Sit on a fucking nail?
here's a rod, sit on it and rotate.
Here's a flagpole, have a seat.
I was going to go all the
Tuesdays
rock
with
on him,
Toasty.
but I'm just saying. Like, I respect people. I do. And I give people second chances probably more than I should. But sometimes I can't help but want to keep the conversation going on some of them because they're hilarious. And it's like, I just want you to keep talking because I am having such a bad day and it's actually making me laugh. So, and I feel like such a shit for doing that. But if you want to send me something stupid, I feel like you kind of deserve it at that point.
Okay, so we're going to go into some of our final questions. So the first one I have is sort of, I guess this one's a little weird. So I put out a little question thing on Instagram last night for 45 minutes just to see what people would want to ask. I explained a little bit about you and who you were. So the first question that we have is from actually one of our members. Toasty, you'll know who it is.
D&D, send it to me in DMs before you say it.
No, it's not super bad. It's from Shade.
Oh god. Oh my. Oh no. Oh no. Say it.
Okay, so Shade asked, have you ever worked on cosplays for people who have shot porn? Or helped porn people with cosplays?
Not porn. Wait, does strippers count?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so yes, I have.
All right.
I have done a few costumes for strippers and makeup. So
hey, can
yes,
you do one for me? I'm gonna start a Patreon.
I'll help you. I'll spruce you right up, and we'll do some like lewd calendars or something.
I can do some Photoshop, so I can make myself look fake.
Thick Toasty, I want to see that.
Oh god.
I'll buy that calendar. I can imagine
Buy, like,
Shmuel walking
500,
in,
just put
like,
it
what
all
the
over town.
fuck is... Yeah, just my town, you know, where everyone here is pretty much 80 or older.
Or
You know, I'm sure they'll love that. Oh yeah, or a drug addict.
I want to talk about the time D&D need to go shot.
Oh, my ghetto-ass town is amazing.
Yeah, it is. I'm just so cool with D&D, and he's like, I think I hear shots.
Yeah, I was literally...
live in like the tiniest town in Texas. I'm pretty sure it's the smallest town in Texas.
How many people, or do you know?
5.
I have no clue, but I know we all know each other.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
With my memory, that'd be like 3 people.
I don't remember people's names so much as their faces. They'd be like, "Hey, it's you with the face. I know you."
You have the face. Not a lot of other people have that.
Yeah, like you don't have. He doesn't have your face. I know your face. Like
I mean, it'd be
you're
weird
the
if
one
he
with the
stole his
face.
face, you know?
You're the one with the
That'd
face
be
like that has
terrible.
the freckle up on top or something. That's how I remember most people. I blame it on the brain surgery.
Wait, what?
I had brain surgery when I was 2. So I still blame it on that.
So how much did they take out?
Do what?
What? Toasty, what the fuck, bro? Well, now we're probably going to get reported, but whatever.
Oh.
It's better than last podcast. We were begging PewDiePie or Alinity to sue us.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I was just saying, like, I dare you, but, like, also don't, but, like, I dare you.
So, our next question is from a female, actually. I'm surprised we actually got these responses, because we got quite a lot of questions from females. So, this person asked, I'm thinking of getting into cosplay, but I don't think that I have the body type or look good enough for it. Any advice on how to start?
Implants.
Okay, so first of all, you always have the body type. It doesn't matter what type of body you have the body type.
It just depends on the character.
Like, well, honestly, now, like back in the day, I would say you're 100% right, because when I first started out, it was all about like 100% accuracy. Like you were recognized for how good you were and how accurate you could get to the character that you're cosplaying and stuff like that. But now it's, you know, people are more open and more I guess, well, yeah, more like open-minded towards that. And now it's like you can cosplay anybody, any gender, anything. Like back in the day, there was no like cross gender. Like you could not be doing gender bent cosplays back then, and people would be like, "Oh, that's cool." No, they'd be like, "That's weird." But now it's accepted. So honestly, any body type is good. it doesn't matter what you want to do, you can do it.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of plus size models that are cosplayers and stuff, and they're really good friends of mine. And there's not, honestly, if you look at anime characters or any characters in general, there's really not that many plus size characters. Like, there really isn't. I mean, you've got, and if they're plus size, like, they always make them, like, gross or really, really, really plus sized. And, like, I mean, look at Ellie from Borderlands. Now, I freaking love Ellie from Borderlands. Like, she cracks me the fuck up. But she's a really, really, really big. And I feel like they kind of overdid it on the bigness. Like, they made her, I don't know, just giant. But
it's supposed to
I
be
kind of
honestly,
think Borderlands is like the South Park of video games.
Yeah.
right? It's I feel you. But, like, there's really not that many plus size characters in male or female. So honestly, you could just pick any character. It doesn't matter. You can just do it, because I've seen some bigger girls, and I'm not like the skinniest person. I'm pretty average. But I've seen some bigger girls do some cosplays that looked way better than I've seen, some real skinny girls do. And I'm like, well, it doesn't matter what size you are. It just matters how much passion and love you have for the character. And you can do that. So honestly, any size is good. And how to start out is pick the character that you feel most connected with. Because the character that you feel most connected with, and it doesn't matter if it's a game character, which I love doing game characters. I'm getting more into that now. But game characters, superheroes and stuff like that, anime, it doesn't matter. Whatever character from anything that you feel is most connected to you and you're most connected to them, that's the character you want to start out with.
Okay, so if I want to cosplay Kana, I can.
Yeah, you can. I mean, come on.
I'm
you
like
can.
5'9". I can't cosplay Kana.
Yes, you can.
That's not.
Who cares?
It's not a thing. I'd have to cut my legs off at the knees.
Have you ever? Okay, I am 4'10". I am the shortest cosplayer around here. I'm not even joking. I am literally why they call me Lil Panda, because I am 4'10", and I cosplay people that mountain. I want to cosplay Mountain Lady from My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
But
the thing is, you can make
I'm
yourself look big in
4'10".
pictures. You can make yourself look big in pictures, but if you're already big, it's harder to make yourself look small.
That's kind of true, though. That is kind of true.
There's more angles.
If you're going
if
you want to be 100% accurate, yeah, I could see that. But if you don't care about accuracy, which a lot of cosplayers now don't care, then you could do it.
Fuck yeah!
Just walk on your freaking knees.
Toasty, let's get you to cosplay a big titty anime girl.
Big titty
I'll
love.
get some breast implants.
You can get those chest. You can buy those.
Oh my
chest
god!
plates.
No.
Speaking of that, have you seen the photo of this League of Legends professional player who did a pool party Caitlyn or something like that, and he literally looked like a girl. He hit his skin, everything.
Well, yeah. Have you
smooth.
met a drag queen? Have you seen these drag queens? They're amazing.
Toasty, I showed it to Toasty, and we both had the most questionable boner.
Shut up. Shut up. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. Not that one.
People can do some amazing things with makeup, man. I'm not even shitting you.
Yeah, that's why I'm
You
scared.
would never know.
That's why Toasty's scared to date.
No. That's why I'm scared of
You would
porn
never
now.
know, man.
Never trust the nudes. Always go for the nudes, okay?
It's can I see your nudes first, just to make sure that you're actually a
Just to
girl?
make sure you haven't got a dick bigger than mine.
Oh, because as long as it's not bigger than yours, is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. Okay, I dig it.
That was a joke. I'm not gay.
It's cool, man. It's cool if you are,
Oh. Fuck.
Cool
not
if you
this
are,
again.
then we have more clickbait for this video.
Clickbait. I show my ass on camera because I'm gay.
You know what? I like both genders, so I guess I'm a half gay. Okay.
That's what
I'm
I call
half
bi
gay.
people, half gay.
I'm just half gay.
Okay.
I like women and I like men. I guess I wouldn't mind a woman that looks like a man or a man that looks like a woman.
Also, that League of Legends player.
Yeah, that wouldn't bother me. I'd be
A
like,
bit of
keep the
both.
breastplate
A
on.
bit of
It's
both.
it's pretty attractive.
Thick ass, nice tits, big dick.
He's Asian, so I don't know about the last part.
True.
Alrighty,
You're
so
joking me, man.
the next question we got is okay. This one I'm gonna have to rephrase. Sorry to the person who wrote this question.
Send to me the
So
info.
the question that they asked, they're basically asking if they're broke, how can they start cosplaying and still make it look good?
Why did you have to
Okay, so-
rephrase that? What did they
Because the
fucking
way they
send?
They said it in Spanish. I had to Google
Oh.
translate it.
Oh, okay. I thought they used like the N word or something.
Yeah.
Like I'm a broke ass.
Oh, God.
Actually, you were right, Toasty. It was Isaac who sent that.
Isaac cosplay. Wait, Dindy, how big is Isaac again?
I don't even know. He's taller than me, I think.
Bro, like a 6'5" black dude cosplaying like a
No,
little anime
he's at
lolly.
least 3 inches taller than me, so he's got to be like 6'7".
6'7" big black dude
Holy
cosplaying a little white
jeez.
lolly. Imagine.
I am so short. If I looked up at
No, it's okay.
6'7", that's very tall.
It's okay. I'm incredibly tall. I'm 6'4", so.
Oh my goodness.
I feel
If I got on
small.
your shoulders, I'd be afraid of heights. I'm serious. I'm just saying.
Okay, so he's wondering how he can get cosplay stuff cheap. He's looking to do Dragon Ball Z specifically.
So wait, it was
So how
Isaac.
can
okay.
you get it for cheap?
Actually, I love Dragon Ball Z, so that's kind of up my alley. I've done a few Dragon Ball Z cosplays with thrift stores. So I actually do a panel at a lot of the conventions that I do. It's called Cosplay on a Budget because I'm broke majority of the time. So really, it's all about like piecing things together. If you can get, I could probably pull a Dragon Ball cosplay for less than $50, maybe less than $40. Actually, yeah, less than $40 because I made my Android 18 on $20, and it's all thrift stores. Like honestly, just going buying thrift clothes and cutting them up, resewing, and if you don't sew, then hot
You're
glue's your
fucked.
friend, but it's only going to stick like once. So make that count. But yeah, thrift stores go or repurpose things that you already have. Like if it's Goku, if you go to a thrift
He's
store,
thinking Lord Frieza.
Frieza. Oh, okay. So Frieza involves a lot of like foam work, and foam is not cheap, but there's always things that you can do to make it a little cheaper. Like if you can work with fabric, then you can get cushions. I know it sounds weird, but you make a lot of furry cosplays with cushions. But you can kind of shape and mold. Like if you take a pair of tights and you shape and mold like the cushions, then you hot glue it onto the tights. And then you can like put fabric over it. That's a little bit cheaper than getting foam. But if you're going the foam route, the cheapest way to do foam is don't do the EVA. What are they called? I guess they're the floor mats, which a lot of people use those because they're really cheap, but it's actually hard to work with. Just go get a sheet of EVA foam, which you can get from like Joann's. And if you look at coupons and stuff, you can find coupons online, all kinds of stuff. honestly, it's really just digging through and trying to find the cheapest route. Like Walmart sells craft foam for like 33 cents, and they're like the sheets. That'll probably help a lot. But honestly, for doing Frieza, it's going to cost you a pretty penny because Frieza is going to be a lot of work. Unless you just get like a jumpsuit, which I've seen some people do onesies and then just kind of pad the onesie, which is not terrible if you do it right. But yeah, there's really not the cheapest way would probably be doing like cushions. And I know it sounds weird, but
all right, Isaac, just go find some cushions in your trailer.
Like for
That's
real.
the advice.
But I really can't, because I've never built Frieza, but I would imagine.
All right, so the final question we have is about hair and wigs and things like that. They asked, is it better to dye your hair or to buy a wig?
Buy a wig. Always buy a wig. Like, honestly, wigs can be uncomfortable, but in the end, wigs, once you get it styled and everything, they hold style really easily, and you don't have to mess up your hair. So, I mean, a wig, I would rather suffer through a wig all day than change my hair and then have to, like, go and bleach it and then change it again. So, I would say wigs. Plus, if you get a good wig, it's not as uncomfortable, and they're actually really fun to wear. And you can change your look, like, every 5 seconds. So, there's that.
Alrighty, well, those were the majority of questions that I care to actually read out loud.
Oh no.
We had I tagged it with a few things, so we had some thirsty e-boys in the comments. So we're going to leave out the rape comments and things like that.
Hey, hold on.
You know, please. No.
You better not.
But
You better tell me that's not your joke. You better tell me a joke.
There was like one rape joke. I think it was a joke.
Let's hope it was. What the fuck?
Like, let's hope that was.
Let's hope it is. If not, mystixpanda, we have a shotgun you can borrow.
Okay, cool.
Actually, you're in Texas. Y'all have more guns than we do.
That's probably true.
I have a stick you can borrow. That's what we got in Germany.
It's okay. I keep knives, like,
You can borrow the
I like
shower.
throwing knives everywhere in my house. I'll just use them.
You can borrow the German shower when you're done with it.
There you
Oh,
go.
great. Great. A racism toasty. Just what we needed. Our
You didn't have
careers
to point it out.
It was very obvious.
Well, isn't that lovely?
That's not the worst
Alrighty,
you could have said,
so-
honestly.
Okay, let's not even start.
Okay, let's just keep
Alright,
going.
guys. So, we're going to go into... we're going to go do a little bit of an interesting thing to end off this lovely, lovely podcast. We're going to be talking quickly and briefly about anime. Because what better way to close off a podcast by an esports team than with anime?
Fuck yeah.
So, what are some anime that you've been watching recently, and what do you recommend to people, Panda?
Okay, so I've been watching. I haven't started it yet. I'm gonna watch Demon Slayer, but I've heard that's really good. But I have been watching a few lately, like so I watched a few yaois.
That's hentai.
No, it's not hentai. It's not quite there yet. Well, I mean, it's the actual anime is called "I'm being sexually or I'm being harassed by."
You call it anime and being harassed. Help.
But it's not. It's not like it's not okay. It's not.
It's not okay. Wait, what?
Wait.
Hold on.
I'm trying not to die laughing here. It's not okay. Okay. Well, it does have a little bit. I'm just gonna go past that one because I'm like blushing hardcore right now. But it's really good. They're so sweet.
So everyone, go check out I'm Being Sexually Harassed. Yeah, wait.
It's really good. But the other ones is like I'm watching Food Wars and
amazing anime.
Yes,
Food Wars is amazing.
I'm rewatching Dragonaut right now, which I love that anime, and I really, 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 really do recommend Food Wars. I think that one's amazing. It was so good. And then I'm watching I think it's
Everything in
Bento.
there looks so good. Everything in that anime looks so good to eat.
I freaking love food, so it's like this is my anime.
Have you seen people who've made the dishes in real life? They've cooked the exact thing that you gotta watch those videos.
I did see someone do an opening. I saw someone do the opening in real life, which I thought was really cool.
You've gotta look. I'll send you some links, but there's these videos where people make dishes from Food Wars or from different animes in general.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Someone made a ragu rabbit meal that Kirito and Asuna had. The entire thing.
I bet that's
this
delicious.
crazy. There's stuff like that, and they have the recipes and stuff, so you can make it yourself.
Oh,
they have some really dope things like that.
You should totally send me that. I really would have looked.
I'll send you a few of them. I know a lot of cooking YouTubers do things for anime too, so if you just look up
oh, that's cool.
some meal, you can probably find some guide to how to make it.
That's cool. I like that.
Have you ever seen the anime The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya?
Yes, I have.
What did you think of that?
It was good for the most part, but
what didn't you like in the series? I have a few criticisms of it myself.
I don't know, honestly,
Haruhi's a bit rapey.
Yeah. Well, yeah, okay. So yeah, that's definitely it's just okay. So that anime I had a few problems with because it's not my cup of tea for the first part. I mean, I do like slice of life animes, but that was more I don't know. I'm more of if I'm gonna watch a slice of life, it's like Watanabe. Have you ever seen that?
I have seen Watanabe.
I freaking love that anime. I think it's hilarious.
I don't like slice of lives overall.
But see, my problem with Haruhi is probably
it's not even really a slice of life, to be honest, because it's got the supernatural stuff.
Yeah. It's not it's not my cup of tea.
It's not mine either. It was the first anime I ever saw.
Oh yeah? Mine was Vandrad.
I don't know what that is.
What? Do you like mech animes?
My favorite anime besides Sword Art is Gundam. So.
Oh, sweet.
I love Gundam. I play all the games on PlayStation.
Vandrad is a mech anime. It's really good too. It's the boys and the girls are at war, and I guess the girls basically took over, and they're it's really funny because a boy gets onto one of these ships with nothing but girls, and then he's kind of there's
it turns into a harem, doesn't it?
Slave?
Yeah, but he connects with one of them, and then he starts fighting with them and everything, and it's actually a really good anime. It's got a really good storyline. There's just a character on there that gets really, really annoying, and her name's Dita, and it's she's just one of those really hyperactive, high-pitched girls that I'm like, okay, calm down. You can calm down a little bit. But it's kind of itchy, so...
And etchy. All right.
Yeah. So yeah, it's got like, big titty girls
again?
a lot. It's called Van Dread.
Okay, I'm writing that one down.
It's really good though. I liked it. I like Ghost in the Shell too. Ghost in the Shell's really good.
Ghost in the Shell was good. I was very disappointed in the movie.
Yeah. I was pretty disappointed in that.
They did not do
But
a
I
good
did
job
love
on that. The anime was amazing. They had a really fun game that I wish was still on. It was on Steam, and my piece of shit computer could play it. Yeah, it was this like first-person shooter free multiplayer game. A sort of like Call of Duty, but it had like the Ghost in the Shell stories, things like that. There were different missions. It was really a cool game.
That sounds like fun.
But they shut down the online servers for it. I think you can still do LAN if you have people who know how to set that up.
That's like hard to set up.
Did you ever play the Sword Art fighting game?
Which one? I've played pretty much every Sword Art.
What was the Sword Art fighting game, Dell? The one we got, it was like, it had a CD that came with it. Like, you got the soundtrack to it, too.
D&D.
Wait, was that?
Yeah, it wasn't just Sword Art.
It was like the manga fighting game.
Yes, yes.
They had a bunch of... Yeah, I played that at a school.
Yeah, it was actually so fun. And then I got bored of it because, if you play a fighting game over and over, it kind of gets boring after a while. Unless it's for some reason Mortal Kombat.
Games. I suck at fighting games.
Oh man,
I have no clue why I'm never fighting you in Mortal Kombat.
Oh man, don't. The only person that's able to beat me in Mortal Kombat, I've only had like 2 people able to beat me in Mortal Kombat. And that's because they've been playing longer than I have. But I've been playing since like, Sega, so.
Don't fight me in Call of Duty.
No, you'll probably kill the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie, if I get online on Call of Duty, like, I suck. I suck balls. Like, I don't know what it is, but I can play Titanfall
50 likes,
like number 1.
50 likes, and we will convince Panda to come fight us in a Call of Duty game.
I will do it.
I'll be on
50 likes, everyone. 50 likes.
And I'll be on her team, and we'll destroy you, D&D.
Yeah, you're gonna be so disappointed. You're gonna be so disappointed because I suck.
It's fine. You can just run in front.
Hold up. No, here's what we do. Toasty. We have a her versus Dream fight. Ooh. Her versus Tier Dream.
Ooh.
That'd be awesome.
I'm legit one of those that goes out and then gets killed every 5 seconds. I don't know what it is. I can play Titanfall.
Wait, have you played Apex?
I have not, but everybody wants me to.
Oh my gosh, you should grab Apex and we'll make a video out of that. Because we need to branch out content.
I would totally do that.
Alrighty. I'm guys, get us likes. Get us likes, come on. Hype it up. Alrighty, so we're going to go end off this podcast. We want to thank mystixpanda for coming on 2-Tier Cast. This has been a decent amount of time in the works trying to get the schedules to connect.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll let her plug herself.
Wait, one thing. So Ghost told me to tell you that he's saying hi.
Hi, Ghost.
So I saw that a little late, but doesn't matter.
Alrighty, so everyone, we'll let Mystic Panda plug, and then we'll get right on out of here.
Well,
you can plug any socials you want.
Okay, join me on Instagram, which is Instagram mystixpanda. It's _mystics_panda. And then, I have a Facebook, which is mystixpanda as well. I don't have a Twitch anymore. I mean, I do have a Twitch, but I don't really get on it. So if you want to do my YouTube, it's actually DSP Gaming and Film. So if you want to see me, I go live there a lot. And then I go live on my Instagram a lot. So yeah, join me there.
Alrighty, thank you so much, mystixpanda, for joining us on T3AR Cast. And don't forget, if you are still watching this long into the video, make sure you use our code on Rogue Energy or Galvanized Grips, code T3AR UP for 10% off or 15% off of each respective product. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you all in the next one. Peace!
See ya.